Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another Saturday, which means it is time for another Nozz Watches Gate. And Knuckles. I had a point there, I lost it. I don't know. I had a bit there and I lost it, like, immediately after thinking of it. Oh, well. In the last episode, everyone went to Japan and shenanigans happened, but they didn't because it wasn't even what you would expect when people from a fantasy world get sent. People guys get sent fucking hundreds and hundreds of years essentially into the future with no magic. Into a world where God's not real. Sorry, ladies. Yeah, there's big wasted opportunity and they just spent a whole bunch of time arguing with a straw man. And then we met Itami's ex-wife, who is actually a Hikikomori, so the joke still works. But let's continue on and see what's happening in 3, 2, 1, and go. Oh, we're just picking up right where we left off, with her face in the goddamn takeout. She's an even bigger Hikiki than you! My g- Oh, fuck you! I forget her name already, but I could see this ship. I will go down with this ship. Her name is Shino, I just remembered. I should have known. What the fuck is... I thought that was Rory. Oh no, she's got the porns! Oh no, she's grabbed the yaoi! Oh my god, she's an... I bet she has a Patreon! What the fuck is up with Shino's feet? Are those skin-colored socks? Actually, no, what's up with Lele's? Can this artist not draw feet? Oh my god! Then why would you put it, like, up front like a fucking foot fetish art? I just want to draw my yaoi so I can sell it in my joujinshis. Oh, Lele. She's so cute. She's like, I will stay close to the Hikikomori and steal his soul while he sleeps. Ex-wife, you prick. Yes, that happens all the fucking time, dude. Also, she wouldn't be able to survive if he didn't bring her food. Neither of you could decide who was supposed to stay in the house and who was supposed to go out and get the food. And that poster, that fucking poster just creeps me out like a little bit. This world has the gay porn. Pina's just like, this better not awaken anything inside me. Get the blue bitch! Take it for your own! God damn it, Itami, you beta male. Oh, okay, are we gonna go to Akihabara? Are we gonna have some fun? Or are you still gonna blue ball us with this shit? Because you can still salvage it. You can still salvage this arc. Alimony? Alimony? Does she have kids? Yes! And they're just like, oh, we need to get more perns. You're not gonna find your fucking doujins in the library. Fuck me. Rory, don't you want to come to the Akihabara?
トゥカちゃんも行くでしょ？
テュカも行くかって。
ええ。私はこれが新刊の清掃だもの。他の服には興味ないわ。
Do you not wash those then? Is that a fucking cosplay shop? Oh my god, they look fucking adorable! Oh, Lele looks like the best, and then Rory looks like a slutty bride. Oh god, that's the best. Not your world. Hashtag not my world. Oh my god, they're just buying the dojins. Oh, right, I'm having fun. I'm in, fam. Oh, I'm about to fucking cry. Oh, is that his dad? Who's that guy? I've lost who he is. Oh, it's just the defense minister, okay. Oh my god. They are very familiar with each other, though. I'm wondering. Like, is he like an uncle or something? Like, they're really, really friendly. Oh, he's another Hikikomori. They're hiding in the bushes. You're just talking about your mangoes. Just meeting with the goddamn defense minister to talk about your dojins and your mangoes. Seriously, he's the Hikikomori that fucking gives other Hikikomori stuff. You can't go outside, have some mangoes. You can't go outside, have some food. And I know I'm using the term incorrectly, it's on purpose. Don't worry. Wow. Go back to the hotel. Stop having fun. Stop making this episode good. Did she just buy a fucking suitcase? And she just bought a whole bunch of slutty fucking Lolita clothes, I bet. They just looked at gay porn all day, didn't they? Ikibuku. Oh my god. Fucking the princess and her bodyguard got turned into fucking yaoi lovers. And that looks ripped from something else. That guy's face with the beard. He brought his mangoes to a fucking defense meeting. Are we still... Oh, is this a training mission? Cause there's... Yeah, I know, it's... So what you're saying is war's not fun anymore. What the fuck? What? Are they gonna fucking... Okay, this better be a recon thing, and it better not be a fucking hit. There's better not be a fucking hit.
周辺に布陣しておりますのは自衛隊の精鋭特戦軍です。伊丹のやつもその一員だったそうだな。まあその通りです。
What's going on here? Rory knows. Rory's like, I got my Jesus powers, nah, it ain't happening, fam. Like, I want her to just fire lasers out of her eyes. Like, lasers come out of her eyes, just bore into his forehead like fucking all-star Superman. She's a literal demigod. God, even. You're spying on someone with actual legitimate divine powers that you have visual record of if your soldiers have helmet cams, which they probably do. You know that she has these powers. You've got no excuse. Not your world. Hashtag not my world. Your world has probably banned homosexuality, so you can't get your art there. Wow, I'm a fan service. I bet there's some fucking lonely motherfucker out there going, yeah, no, this is a fucking hit. This is a hit. So, those guys are in an unmarked van. They didn't look like they were wearing proper uniforms, so seems like there's some paramilitary organization that wants to fuck everyone up. Are we gonna have that anime moment where they peer over the fucking dividers? Let's make out. What the fuck is Lele doing? She's just like, I'm bored. Wee. She made a fucking beach ball. No, do it though. Chivalry's dead. Just fuck him already, fuck. This is literally just turning into hentai. I can use this in my dojins, yep. Oh, Rory wants to get in there. Rory wants to get in. Lele just doesn't give a fuck. Oh my fucking god, she is literally she is a gold digger. Or like, she wants to be a kept woman, even. Gold digger is not the right term, because Itami is not rich. And he said, because it's just like my Japanese animes. Oh man, Itami is such a nice guy. Like, he can be a clueless jackass, but you know, he's actually pretty much a nice person. And she, of course... and she's, of course, like, I divorced him so he could go fuck fantasy bitches. So, I mean... They're pretty well there, you know? She didn't marry him for love, that's obvious from that. When Itami gets serious, he could be the biggest coward possible. Nobody can beat our cowardice. Itami, stop. Quick, get your guns. And yo. Oh, they're sloshed. They're fucking sloshed. What?
連中は一体何を考えてるんだ。備えがあることは分かっただろうに。我々の防衛を予測していなかったが、参考集団が別勢力の可能性。
Wow, so there's just fucking murder going on in the forest outside and no one's fucking... So this has been going on this whole time, we're only just now being... Interesting. Oh yeah, they're fucking dead.
銃以外は秋葉で全部本物が買えるぜ。マジか。
ライトの使用を許可する。ただし短時間。
Interesting.
こちらセイバー。敵は黒人と白人。首相官邸に繋いでくれ。
Oh.
この資料をどう
Oh.
マスコミに持ち込まれる前に抑えられたのはこう。
Donald Trump, what are you doing? What the fuck are you doing, Donald? I bet he's fucking doing it. He's behind it. He's gonna be a backstabbing asshole because of course he is.
どんなことでしょう。
そちらに特地から賓客が来日してるそうじゃないか。私としてはぜひ合衆国に招待したい。
そうです。
No.
招待状はお預かりしましょう。
No.
我が国のエージェントを直接派遣したいのだ。ガードがとても優秀で、何とかしてくれないか。友情の証として。
Yeah. Yeah, no, Donald Trump is gonna try and fucking start a fucking war. This is sundowner levels. Just like the good old days after 9/11. Ugh. Yeah, no, he's gonna try and kidnap someone. He's gonna try and kidnap / kill someone, and it's gonna start a war. We're gonna have to give war a chance. I'm fucking invincible and other such memes. Like, seriously, this guy has a massive hate boner for anyone that's not of glorious Nippon, doesn't he?
そんなことをしたら政治家としておしまいだぞ。
構いません。どうせやるなら歴史に名が残るくらい。
Fucking idiot.
それと加納さん。あとは日本を頼みます。
He talks like he's gonna fucking get shot. Okay, so what happened after they were taken by force? That's a lot of sake. Fucking Shino's got massive fucking tits. Holy shit. Rory, how are you? You were sloshed out your fucking oh, you're still sloshed out your fucking face. You're just not moving. Okay, then. Oh, Lele! Lele's like, no! Stop it. Don't go with worst girl. No, I don't think that. I don't think that. Lele thinks that.
肉の体を捨てて精進したら姿形は思いのまま。その代わり。
Oh, so you can make yourself super fucking hot, but you can never do anything with it. What's the point then? What is the point then? She's just getting... Oh boy. Oh boy, he is... I feel like he's not gonna sex it, but... Ramirez, aim down your sights! Yeah, no, cause you're from the fucking filthy Gaijin lands. Also, why are you speaking Japanese? Agent Roger! Fucking... Of course, the filthy Gaijins can't beat the glorious Nippons. Ever. What's a World War II? Agent Chuck. Oh, this is where Rory comes out and fucking beheads him, innit? I want that. I want that so bad. Oh, this is so dumb. This is beyond dumb. Like, I want that door to open and Rory walks out with her fucking halberd and just fucking decapitates them. Or that can happen. She's not a kid, Itami. She's fucking 999,999 years old. Fucking 9 repeating. She's gonna touch your penor. Don't touch the booty, you'll fall for its spell. Oh, damn it. Motherfucker. Okay, so... that episode was like half of what I wanted and half of stuff that is things I didn't know I wanted, but then I got anyway. So... I only have really... I shouldn't say only one. From a meta perspective, I have one issue. And from a story perspective, I have another issue. I'll start with the meta one. I honestly feel like the first half of this episode, where they were out experiencing Japanese culture, should have been last episode. Just because that gave so much more impact to what was going on, but only retroactively. And now I'm assuming this anime came out the same way most shows come out, like Dragon Ball comes out in a weekly thing, like you get one a week. Issue with that, and it's the same issue Dragon Ball has, is that if you do something retroactively, the person that is watching, the audience, half of them aren't gonna remember what you changed. Or they're gonna remember it incorrectly, which leads to confusion. I have this issue with Dragon Ball all the fucking time. Like, in the fucking future arc, right, with Zamasu? Is it Zamasu or Zamasu? I don't know. I'm calling it Zamasu. With Zamasu, we found out a whole bunch of stuff about Zamasu retroactively. And I had to go back and I had to watch that arc again in order to, like, get a better understanding of what's going on. And you shouldn't have to do that, especially since a lot of these things aren't really in an on-demand state. At least, not legally. So really all they're doing is saying, hey, go watch it again, but wait for our Blu-rays that'll come out in fucking a year and a half. And it's not really good. Like, if they had done the Akihabara thing first, right, if they had come through the portal, right, and the first thing that they were told to do, like, for example, the guy with a really long name, whose name I forget, yeah, the boss man said, hey, we're setting up for this diet meeting, yeah, it's scheduled for, I don't know, tomorrow, yeah, you've got shore leave, show our guests the justice of our culture, or whatever, you know, like that fucking English bullshit from the NES period. Yeah. And then Itami's like, okay, well, I know what I think our culture is, so let's go meet my ex-wife, who I've got to bring food, because I'm pretty sure she's starving to death right now. And then the episode continues as it is. And then everybody gets to see what different aspects of Japanese culture are like. Rory gets to see the fact that her clothes aren't formal wear in our world. Well, I say our world, their world. Yeah, Chuka gets to explore more of like the actual culture bit, and Lele gets to see her books and all the different. Like, I feel like Lele would be like, if you give Lele a history book, she'd be like, "Oh, yo, let me get in this bitch." Like, and she'd just have her nose in it all fucking day. Yeah. And then, of course, the whole joke with Pina and Bowser being fucking perverts can continue on as intended, which I think is hilarious, and that's probably the best thing that could happen to her character. I am glad that she turned into a pervert. I love that. Because also, if Bowser winds up with, what's his fucking name? Akira, that's his name. I knew it. God, fuck me. Like, especially if Bowser winds out with Akira. That would be really, really good. Just having that them exploring Japanese culture, or rather what the author thinks Japanese culture is, before meeting with the Diet, I feel like that would have really put things in perspective for the characters, and that whole section, like, the straw man would still be there, because a bad writer is a bad writer is a bad writer, especially when they can't show their opponent's arguments in a logical fashion and then demolish them in a logical fashion. That just shows bad writing, and maybe the fact that your arguments aren't really as good as you think they are. And then that could have been used to maybe give Lele and Chuka a better understanding of what's going on, so they could have demolished the speaker way, way quicker, and her straw man argument would not have really been all too effective. Like, I still would have had issue with it, but I wouldn't have had as much of an issue with it. From a storytelling perspective, why is America doing what America's doing? Like, I feel like I'm listening to Sundowner, like from Metal Gear Rising. It feels like this Donald Trump stand-in, which is hilarious because this anime came out in 2015. So Donald Trump wasn't even a thing yet, like in a politics sense. Well, I mean, he was a thing in 2000, but then he kind of stopped it for a bit. But besides the point. He just, if he wants to deal with a special region so badly, why would he do an armed conflict on one of America's greatest allies, and the only ally America has that is not the source of some sort of fucking controversy? Like, for real. Japan is the only ally America has that is 100% with America, that fucking... If America ever got invaded or attacked, I guarantee you that Japan would be the first on the fucking boats to fucking roll in and be like, yo, we here to help, fam. Followed by Israel, followed by England, followed by whoever the fuck else in Europe wants to help. But, you know what, that's an argument for another day. But the closest allies, they invade, like, their closest allies, like, fucking, why? If they want to fucking have anything to do with the special region, there's the fucking diplomacy thing, the fact that it seems like the people at the head of the Japanese government, with the exception of the Prime Minister, but that's the thing about having a Prime Minister. Prime Ministers don't have Prime Ministers do not have unilateral control of the country. They don't. They're not a king. In fact, the concept of a Prime Minister was invented in the UK in order to specifically not have a king and not have unilateral decision-making, because that never goes well when you have a large country. Or a country with a large population, because Japan is like teeny weeny. But in order for something to happen under a parliamentary system, you need the support, like a prime minister needs the support of their party, And if they don't have a majority, they need the approval of the shadow minister. At least that's how it works in the UK. I'm assuming Japan has a similar system. That's how it works. And it seems like, right, the people that are mostly in charge of Japan in this world are really hyper-liberal, right? Really against the SDF, really against self-determination, really, like, pro... I'm gonna sound like Alex Jones here, aren't I? But it really pro-globalism. Really pro, like, hey, we're all in this together. Like that shit. Like High School Musical, but on a world political stage. And if that's the case, and if it's not the case, then why the fuck was the leader of the Diet Lat? Then the US should be able to come in and be like, hey, yo, Japan buddies, we liked you so much, we nuked you twice, we would like to borrow one of your special region people. Or we would like to go through and set up a base in the special region. Because there's already fucking, how many military bases in Japan? How fucking many American bases? Like, there's a ton. So that's, like, if Japan is annexing the special region, which seems to be the weird undercurrent there, then it would make sense if they were like, hey, that's another part of Japan, can we make a base there, or can we use one of yours? They'd go with it. But instead, they sent an armed CIA force to an allied country that they have not asked anything about. Yeah, they didn't even bother with the diplomacy. They were just like, hey, yo, send the CIA and fucking capture one of those goddamn pointy-eared bitches Donald Trump wants to grab by the pussy. Like, immediate jump to that. I know that I've made the joke, and everyone else has made the joke, that the US goes in and overthrows democratically elected governments all the fucking time, because they do, because that's something that has been going on since the CIA's founding, and everyone is aware of it, but we just kind of let it slide. But you don't do that to an allied country. You don't do a fucking insurgency to kidnap a fucking emissary from a foreign nation from another foreign nation that is your ally. You go in, you're like, hey, Mr. Prime Minister-san, can I speak with the delegates from the special region? And if they say no, you're like, well, okay, fine, fuck it. Or, better yet, they pass it on to the people from the special region. I bet if Pina received a message, like Prime Minister shows up and then he's like, hey, Princess Pina Colada, we're not the only nation on this planet. There's another nation that's about 100 million times bigger than ours, and their leader wants to speak with you. I'm sure Pina would be like, oh, fuck, alright then, let's go. Because she would be fucking terrified, because Japan, if they say, if she's terrified of Japan, she would fucking shit her britches if she knew the US existed. It's absolutely ridiculous that this sort of thing will go on. Absolutely ridiculous, and it just shows that the writer of this series has done zero research, and everything he knows about every country that's not Japan, and even certain things about Japan, are filtered through an extreme right-wing point of view that is incredibly influenced by movies and conspiracy theories. I bet if you asked this guy who did 9/11, he would say, oh, it was President Bush-sama! You know? Like that kind of shit. Like, this is just so bonkers bananas that it actually not ruined the episode for me, but it's definitely pissed me off some, and the only saving grace is that we're hopefully gonna go see Rory cut some heads off. Because that kind of blatant abuse of power, that kind of blatant disregard for another nation's sovereignty, no, that is so wantonly out of character that it's ridiculous. So I'm hoping that it's so my hope, especially because some of the spoiler images in the opening show Rory wearing her hot springs robe, walking out of the hot springs with her axe. I'm hoping that means that the US gets its shit smacked. Because I highly, highly doubt that this author is going to let the fucking filthy filthy capitalist fascist pigs take his waifus away. Because it's extremely fucking predictable. I don't know, but I've ranted and raved for far too long. Thank you for sticking with me through this. It's just... This series is just... For every good idea, there's about 4 bad ones. And this show was a long... This episode was a long string of good ideas with a whole bunch of bad ones tacked on at the end. And it really, really pisses me off. And everybody, so thank you all for watching. If you like this video, go ahead, give it a thumbs up. And if this is first thing of mine you're watching, you're binging through, then hey, well, why not give it a subscribe? Because I do a new react every single week. And if you really like me, because, you know, YouTube is a butthole right now, then you can support me on Patreon, chuck a couple dollars in the begging tin, you know. And everybody, let me know what you think down there in the comments, how you would have done this bit. How would you have done this section at the end here where the US just kind of oversteps its boundaries and attacks a sovereign allied nation? How would you have done that? Let me know down there. And everybody, I will see you in the next video. But most importantly of all, I shall see you around.
Damn, I love my waifu. 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 She ain't nothing like you. She don't bitch and egg me all the time up on her cycle. Damn, I love my waifu.